Stephanie McMahon and Tori being on the
Alright guys, so today we're going to be reacting to the top 10 Jim Ross one-liners, so his greatest one-liners in WWE. And the reason I wanted to react to this is because the video literally just popped up on my feed. The WWE and WCW and ECW and all of those things were a massive part of my childhood. It'd be nice to go back and relive some of the best moments, and JR was a big part of what made wrestling special to me. So today we're going to be reacting to some of his best moments, see if we remember some of the things that are shown in this video, take a little trip down memory lane, see where it takes us. I remember that. The storytelling was so good, didn't have to say anything.
No surprise given how good old JR provided the lyrics to some of the sport's greatest moments.
Oh god. Oh, they don't do it like this anymore.
And throughout his illustrious career, he's had his fair share of go-to lines and catchphrases, most of which fans still remember and recite to this day. So for this video, we're counting down the top 10 Jim Ross one-liners. First to some honorable mentions. JR's unique vocabulary gave us some classic one-liners. For example, a wrestler jogging or getting away at
They gotta have the scolded dog.
faster than walking usually resulted in JR saying that they were running like a scalded.
Yes.
When a match would get truly physical, he would describe it as bowling shoe ugly. And when things got hardcore, he would scream and describe a superstar as being broken in half.
I remember that. It's crazy how you don't really realize back then, because you grew up in it. This is the age that I grew up in, and you don't really realize how much his voice lended to how incredible the product was back then, because it really was on another level. It was never done like this before, and it's never been done since, in my opinion. And I think JR with Jerry Lawler as his co-host, I think they were just literally the best announced team. Heyman was good with JR, Taz was really good, Michael Cole was good, but nothing comes close to JR and Jim Ross.
But sometimes the action would be a bit too much for him to take, which led to him shouting, "Enough is enough."
Enough is enough.
Oh! Oh my god, the chair shots were crazy.
Somebody stop the damn match.
Somebody stop this! Somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
He even tried to get over some unexpected catchphrases such as,
Who is your daddy?
Who is your...
Nevertheless,
this is beef of
passion
Undertaker.
always shined through and made him a joy to listen to. But now, onto the main list. Number 10, Jezebel.
She's beautiful, all right, for a Jezebel. For what?
When
I still use this word today to describe women I don't like. Jezebel. This is where I heard it. I heard it from JR.
JR called the girl a Jezebel, then you knew she was in trouble.
She's a Jezebel with 2 tongues. What exactly is a Jezebel? It's an evil woman.
That, or she was a conniving heel that constantly did things Jim didn't like or agree with.
That Jezebel has no right.
But once they eventually got their consequence, JR would feel vindicated.
What a toe slam on the Jezebel!
With Stephanie McMahon and Tori being on the receiving end of this insult the most.
And there's Tori, that Jezebel. I didn't say she wasn't beautiful. I didn't say she wasn't sexy. She's a Jezebel. And that Jezebel runs for her proverbial skin.
Number 9, tougher than a $2 steak.
Reigns is the classic tougher than a $2 steak, let me tell you.
One of JR's most self-explanatory descriptions would be when a wrestler was said to be tougher than a $2 steak.
Man, listen, Barrett's tougher than a $2 steak.
That's
Yeah,
an
I remember
image
that.
which is easy to imagine. Plus the line itself has that signature JR charm.
He's tougher than a $2 steak, no doubt about it. Tougher than a $2 steak is Sheamus.
While also making for a funny t-shirt.
Oh my
This
god, I
is
didn't
like
even know that was a
the fact that
t-shirt.
$2 steaks, or better yet even $1 steaks, actually exist.
Tougher than a $2 steak. How much is a $2 steak anyway?
I gotta try one now. I didn't even know they were a thing, and I gotta get one of them t-shirts.
Number 8, government mule.
Shawn Michaels getting whipped like a government mule.
Being whipped like a government mule was JR's way of saying someone was getting their ass kicked.
He just whipped this y'all's ass. You're a damn fool. The king beats you like a government mule.
Usually the wrestler in question will be taking a one-sided beating.
Whip him, Jericho like a government mule.
This is without question one of Jim's most used and therefore most quotable lines.
I think it's his
Whip like a government mule.
it's his most
However, the
iconic
backstory
line.
of the phrase is actually quite interesting, as slaves who were freed would be promised 40 acres of land and a mule. Although, the quality of the land would typically be quite poor, and the slaves would take out their frustration on the mule that the government had also provided them.
Okay, that just took a very dark turn. I was not expecting that at all.
Now Ron getting whipped now like that government mule we talked about.
And now it's even more dark that the Rock's getting whipped like a god. I have no idea that's where it came from.
How many mules does the government own?
Number 7, don't do it.
Don't do it, Jim! Don't do it!
JR was
Jesus
such a good
Christ.
announcer that he could make a relatively simple line mean so much.
There's people in there!
And this would be the case anytime he said, don't do it.
Please, man, don't do it!
Oh, this messed up Matt's back so badly. I wish he never did this. That messed him up
This
so
resonated with
badly.
viewers, since we as fans would usually be thinking the same thing.
For God's sake, don't do it!
I will never forget when Bubba Ray did that. What was her name again? Mae Young. I remember watching that thinking, how do you even fake that? The woman's like 100 years old. How do you even fake that? That would hurt me to go through that. I am much younger than her and way more fit. For her to do that, Mae Young has all my respect. Rest in peace.
The wrestlers, however, pretty much never took Jim's advice.
Don't do that!
Tombstone, man.
Damn it! Just don't do it! Reach in your heart, don't do it! Already did it!
Instead, opting to go through with the spot, but that's what made the line more impactful. As
Shane's
it can lead
mad.
to a greater punchline.
She did it again!
Things that makes JR such a good commentator.
Jesus Christ. That chokeslam is
Even his
iconic.
setup lines were so effective.
John, don't do this, John! Good God Almighty!
Oh, that land.
Number
Oh my
6,
god.
business is about to pick up.
I like when Jim Ross does business.
Business is about to pick up here!
If JR proclaimed that business is about to pick up, then you knew that big things were about to go down.
That is actually facts. To this day, yeah, I do it the most when One Piece is on. You know when that music starts playing in One Piece when Luffy's about to rock someone's shit? That is when I'll drop the line business is about to pick up. I use this guy's lines 15 years down the line. Like, that's how iconic JR was. He was actually one of a kind. I don't think he'll ever be replaceable. I don't know if he's working down at AEW now permanently. I haven't really seen him down there much every time I tune in.
Think business may be picking up for The Undertaker. And business is damn sure about to pick up.
This line alone would be enough for fans to get hyped about what was to come.
And folks, business has
Yes,
It
I remember
became
that.
so iconic that it could easily add to a match or enhance the segment.
Yep.
now business is about to pick up here.
And this is one of the reasons Jim Ross is thought of so highly, as his commentary helped memorable moments become unforgettable.
Yep.
Hey, JR, business is about to pick up. Well, King, I think business is about to pick up.
Just makes everything infinitely hype.
JR doesn't work here anymore.
Number 5,
Wow.
Slobberknocker.
Slobberknocker.
Once business had eventually picked up,
Not every day you see Chris Benoit a video these days, even on YouTube. It's sad what happened to him and his family. I mean, I still can't believe that to this day.
To this day!
I remember waking up and hearing the news about that. It's such a crazy thing that happened back then. But yeah, that's a video for another day.
it usually meant we had a Slobberknocker on our hands.
This is going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a slobber knocker to say the very least. The slobber knocker of the year, King.
A Slobberknocker proved to be the perfect description for a big match that was to come, or for a great match that had just taken place.
Back in Oklahoma, Bobby, we call a match like this a slobber knocker. A slobber knocker? That's right. Because it's going to be physical, smash mouth wrestling. That is a definitive slobber knocker. Well, that's a damn slobber knocker, isn't it, JR?
Number 4, God Almighty.
God almighty. He got it done!
Oh.
Whenever JR said the phrase God Almighty, you knew we had just witnessed something epic or shocking.
Yep. That is the single most devastating thing I think I ever saw watching wrestling. When The Undertaker threw, I think the character at the time was Mankind. When he threw Mankind, Mick Foley, off the top of that cage, I remember watching it. I don't know if I watched it live or if I watched it after. I would have been quite young. But I remember literally I thought he had died. And then I don't know if you guys remember, he came back after that and continued the match. Then he got chokeslammed through the top of the cage, through the top of the cell. And then Undertaker, I think he dropped to the bottom of the cage. He twisted his ankle on the way down, so I think he broke his ankle or something, so now he's got a broken ankle. Mankind's in the ring half dead. Then he takes out pins, thumbtacks, whatever they call them, choke slams him into those, or tombstones him into those. I remember watching it thinking, where are the police?
He didn't just take the Lord's name in vain, but in true JR fashion, he added a little southern sizzle with his signature Oklahoma accent.
Oh shit. God, that was a devastating powerbomb.
Stone Cold. One of JR's all-time favourite superstars is of course Stone Cold, and due to his popularity during the Attitude Era, JR wouldn't hold back, no matter if he was introducing the man,
So hype.
or if he had just won a match. Santino Marella even remarked that JR's reaction to Stone Cold was as if he was having an orgasm.
JR is not going to reach the point of orgasm.
I'll let you be the judge of that.
It does sound like that. It's so hype.
Number 2.
That is what passion looks like. Like, you could tell this guy absolutely loved his job, and it was such a shame with how he exited the WWE. I think he was like literally fired, or like something happened between him and Vince. I can't remember the details of it, but I remember him leaving and thinking, why the hell would you get rid of this guy? He's the voice of wrestling. To this day, he's still the voice of wrestling. No matter where he goes, JR is always going to be number one. I get some of the older guys, they're going to choose like Vince McMahon, used to be a commentator. Macho Man was a commentator at one point. They're going to choose people like that. I completely get that. But for me, no one's ever going to beat JR. Ever.
Son of a bitch. JR would get angry at the heels fairly often, but when he would say son of a bitch, then you knew he was absolutely fuming.
Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! I don't believe this!
Usually this would be aimed at Vince McMahon
He is still one sick, perverse son of a bitch.
or Triple H.
I am reality.
He's a son of a bitch if you ask me.
And because fans trusted Ross so much, if he was angry, then we would be too.
Eric Bischoff is a no good, lousy son of a bitch.
Whenever JR uttered the words son of a bitch, it really helped put heat on the heels while also selling the severity of the situation.
Chokeslam the son of a bitch all the way to hell! Come on! Son of a bitch! Come on, you son of a bitch! It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch! You son of a bitch, don't you do it! That son of a bitch! You have no soul! You son of a bitch! You realize what you just did?
It's really Triple H on the receiving end of this.
Number 1.
But Triple H back in the day, right? Triple H from when he started his own DX up until I think it probably the end of Evolution, like when Batista finally took the belt from him. That run was one of the greatest heel runs. Now I know a lot of people give him shit because he basically controlled everything. And fine, I understand, but it still, objectively, it was one of the greatest heel runs because you wanted to see him lose. The only other person I wanted to see lose that much, that became world champion several times, was Edge, but I still think Triple H was better. I still think Triple H, on an all-time heel list, which I might do one day, I think he's got to be top 5. He has to be top 5 heels.
By God. One of JR's most classic catchphrases was always going to include the man upstairs.
But Triple H is in all of these clips.
Unlike God Almighty, JR would use this phrase more frequently.
Whew. Bro, that chair shot. Oh my, only Brock Lesnar could take that Naruto rewinder.
And almost anyone doing it.
I'm so. Did you hear the connection with his head? No, one more time. Sorry, one more time. Fam.
And almost anyone doing a Jim Ross
Concussion.
impression will be sure to utter a bad God or two.
Oh, Jesus.
It's also plastered all over some of WWE's most iconic moments.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I remember watching that thinking either the cameraman is dead or the Undertaker, one of them. I know he's already dead, he's double dead. I remember watching that and thinking to myself, his neck must be gone. But I think the cameraman managed to grab him in the nick of time. I actually thought that was it. I thought he had landed on his neck, that was it. We're gonna witness someone die in the ring. The legend, the Undertaker, the greatest of all time. I thought that was it for him. I remember leaning back in my chair and looking at my brother and thinking, that's it. Like, my guy's out.
Look out here! Look out! Get
God damn.
my God! My God!
I remember this. Undertaker put such a beating on Maven. That was a great match. Yeah, broke Vince's leg. Yeah, I remember that.
JR's one-liners will go down in history, and the moments where he provided his most iconic commentary will live forever.
The greatest.
And that brings us to the end of this video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe.
Shout out to Wrestling Flashback. I check out a lot of their videos. If you're into wrestling content, check them out. They've got a lot of good stuff, and I'll probably react to some more of their stuff. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what some of your favorite moments in the WWE or WCW or ECW or whatever W you used to watch. Whatever it was on TV, whether you were watching this or you were tuning into TNT or whatever, let me know in the comment section what some of your favorite moments were. Let me know if you want me to react to more wrestling content. Wrestling back in the day was a big part of my upbringing. Everyone in my school was doing the DX chop. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Anyways, I'll catch you in a bit. Take care and peace.